Why do you think we're ready?
So, guys, hey, we finished the third part of our event. I see that Lukas, Andrei, and Rodrigo are still here. It's unbelievable. How many
No, I cannot
hours?
see
Actually,
Lucas.
actually, I
20?
cannot see Lucas.
Yeah, it's hard to find black Lucas and black
You don't see Lukas
dark
because he
room.
has dark mode. So, firstly,
Let
I
me
want
turn
to.
on the light.
The voice from the
Boy,
dark.
like someone now, yeah.
So I want to say the same word as it was on previous sync up when I joined it. I want to say thank you guys. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you guys who were maintaining and supporting this event. Special thanks to Anton Kriel, who pleased us with interesting conversation. So guys, you all did great job. And result at this moment is just a second, 73 PRs. 73 PRs and a lot of fun. Based on it, looks like we can reach the 100 PRs mark during this event. And maybe somebody would like to demonstrate something. Lukas Volmar, you asked that you would like to show something.
And not only, and Chris Brabender. Sorry if I misspelled it.
Okay, I think I can go first. It's straightforward. Let me share my screen and this one. And I think you are seeing my screen. Are you not?
Yeah.
Oh, this is not. Is this? Okay. So basically, in my case, I'm on a Mac, but I have a Ubuntu 18.04 working, and I like download Magento inventory there. So it also happened to me. As you can see on the comment of the ticket, we have if you put it into the home directory. Where is the conversation? Well, I don't know where is the conversation now, but the home is encrypted, and you will not be able to download this file. So since we need this for dev, what I found like the best solution and the straightforward solution is like just to cap the name. So I removed some part of which I found redundant and changed the file name, and that made it work. What happens here? Like I don't think Ubuntu will be like changing ext4 in the next year or something like that. I think that will be still an issue, like in case of another test with a bigger name. So you have to think a solution for that. Now, this will work for now. Maybe we need some, I don't know, convention for test name size or something like that. So that's it for me, guys, and thank you.
Oh, very cool, because mostly all lovers of Windows will be happy about that. And by the way, did you have a chance to blame somebody who created such a very poetic name for a test?
Slava, it could be you.
Oh, wow.
I didn't saw I didn't chase for a guilty guy.
No, that's okay. But basically, I think
Actually,
everybody who at least once worked on Windows stuck and ran in such problems, so that's okay.
Actually, yes, it's a problem. It's not a problem with the test. So potentially every file, every class can be affected by such issue. So probably we should consider to develop some static tests for it and just to restrict the length of name for the files. Rodrigo, you have a good company.
Yeah, I have company. Say hi. Say hi.
You just
Almost
calls, Rodrigo.
Okay, if somebody would like to demonstrate own work, please ping me or some another guys in Slack channel. And we had a couple of demonstrations during shift. And right now we are starting final part of our journey. Stas and Volodymyr will...
Wait. Let's complete with everybody who wanted. Chris is not here or here. No.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're here?
Yeah.
Chris Brabender.
Yeah.
Yeah?
great.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's continue with Chris, yeah.
Okay, so I've been working for the PWA project today. So one of the tasks for PWA Studios, we need to enable localization. So translations, different store views, and all that kind of stuff. So one of the supporting pieces for that is fetching translations from the Magento GraphQL API. So I've added a Magento translation GraphQL module to allow for that, where we can pass in a array of phrases we want to be translated and a locale, and it retrieves the translated strings for us. So then how the PWA Studio project works is we have a translations parser, which analyzes every JavaScript file in our project and then sends all those phrases to the Magento API and generates translation JSON files in the PWA Studio project. So
but
that's
that will happen on build time, right?
Yeah. It happens. So yeah, it all happens on build. It's not live.
Cool, thank you.
Cool, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you. I checked my Slack channel and looks like, sorry for my pronunciation, Soima would like to make some announcement about MFTF project.
Valery, let's finish with all demos and then we proceed to yes.
That is related to demo, I think.
To this demo?
Yes.
I mean, from Chris.
No.
Oh no. Yes. I
but
do know.
But all is related to Magento, so don't worry.
Yes, that's okay. I just wanted to ask Andoni Dominguez. Is he here? Andoni? I can see that you're connected, but...
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, so let's proceed with your demo.
Sorry, I went... Oh, with my demo? Yeah, just give me a second. I was debugging another thing.
Okay, Andoni, if you need some time, we could postpone it and let Smir to tell about quick announcement regarding the MFTF projects. What do you think?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So just want to, so for folks who've just joined us on the contribution day, just want to make a quick announcement on what we have in store for MFTF enthusiasts. So I'll just quickly share what we have. We have like 3 tracks that are going on right now for MFTF. We have, you could go ahead and make, have enhancements to this framework. We have a couple of stories identified. If you're interested in contribute, if you have your own ideas, maybe out of the box, you could do that too. But we do have a list that's available for you all to take a look at if something interests you all. The second is we have MTF to MFTF conversion project that is going on. Let me just quickly pull that up. So we are trying to convert our MTF test to MFTF, and we have quite a lot of stories that we've identified. If you're interested in converting tests to MFTF, this is the project that you all could take a look at. And the third one is some refactoring that we could do for MFTF, the existing MFTF tests to fix some notices for naming convention violations, etc. So I'll just send all these links over on the Slack channel, and if anything interests you all, or if there's anything that you all wish to contribute to the MFTF side, feel free to do so, and let us know if you have any questions, and we're here to help you all out. That's all. That's all from me. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for these announcements. I think it's very useful, helpful. And if Lucas were here, he could also say something about that. But he's disappeared together with his dark room.
No.
Now I'm no longer dark, so if you have any questions, if you need some support with working with MFTF or setting up your environment, you can still get in touch. During the first part of our contribution day, I've recorded 2 videos that might be helpful for you to set up your environment and then start your own functional tests with MFTF. So I really encourage you to start with us.
Great.
Cool. So, Andoni, are you ready? Andoni, probably you're muted.
It looks like you muted.
Oh, I muted myself. Sorry. Can you see my screen?
We've seen it for a bit and it disappeared again. Could you try it again?
Okay, yeah. Sure. Wait a second, because I think my computer is freezing a little bit.
I think after
Yeah,
all
it
these
froze.
reports, it's completely normal. We're all a little bit freezing. Some of us even
Okay.
not only freezing, but getting dark sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Are you seeing my screen? The blue jeans?
Yeah, we can see your blue jeans.
Perfect.
Probably.
I think my other screen, they cannot. I'm going to show it over here. See, it is frozen. I'm just going to unplug one screen. Give me a second.
Okay, you could try to just tell us a little about your pull request.
Yeah, I think it's going to be better. My pull request was about when you were adding a new catalog, a new image or catalog product, it will not resize the correctly. If the image was larger than the actual configuration for the images. So what I did was a simple validation for the image width and image height, and just use the image adapter for resizing the image and saving it that way. Also, I did some cleanup in that file because it was a lot of hell over there.
Okay, that looks like a good contribution. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So guys, by any chance, maybe you have something else to demo during the sync up? I do understand that it's already 3 shifts came, so it's more than 18 hours passed since the start, and probably lots of you are very tired, but maybe you have something to show, especially those people who by some chance could have a good sleep and just woke up from Asia, India.
So, Eugene
I
Talika posted
actually
a
saw
pull request.
Stas' pull request.
Yes, I wanted to leave it at the end. I talked to Eugene Tulika, but he said that he made a recording of a GIF image of what he introduced, but I'm not sure that he was ready to talk about that. If he's here, we could ask him again, but I cannot see him here. I can say that he implemented another contribution to the Magento PHP Storm plugin. Yes, it's about action code generation, observer generation. So probably you could see it on your own. I can share it in the Slack channel chat. And basically he uploaded this GIF image to the description, so it's pretty understood what he's done. Thank you, Eugene. Okay, looks like nobody wants to add anything about their contribution during the shift. Hopefully, on wrap up, there will be much more demos, and we can proceed to the last demo for this sync up from Stas Idolov. Stas, are you here?
Looks like I haven't any other options. Yeah, I must
Yeah.
demo.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Send you a t-shirt.
Let me share my screen.
Oh, excellent start.
It's confidential
No.
information.
It's not mine. Oh, here is my pull request. Yeah, I spent last few hours with my lovely project, and just a little background for that. So multi-source inventory was developed by a few iterations for each product type. For example, for simple product first, for group products, for configurable products, and as fallback to the default catalog inventory indexer was developed MySQL view, and all products that does not support multi-source inventory worked via this MySQL view. Also for default stock, it was fallback for the default catalog inventory index tables, and yeah, it was like fallback for the legacy tables and for legacy indexer. And right now, few weeks ago, we completed development of the last one, bundle product. Right now, bundle product supports multi-sourcing, and it's time to eliminate MySQL view and like clean up our code from fallbacks to the default catalog inventory indexer. And in my pull request, I removed MySQL view and removed a lot of checks for the default stock and remove fallbacks for the default catalog inventory indexers. And I believe all builds will be green, and I will proceed with this pull request, and it's probably will be a good performance improvement for MSI.
Stas,
That's it from my side.
I may have a lame question, but you said that this fallback indexer wasn't implemented as a workaround until with Magento Inventory supports all the product types in Magento, correct?
Right.
So now you eliminated it because it isn't used anymore. What about some product types existing in some other extensions?
We still have legacy catalog inventory tables, indexer tables. They're still working, they're still up to date, and if some custom product type use these tables, they're still working, and the extension will work as before. So we supported this case. Right now we are populating both tables for the legacy catalog inventory and for multi-source inventory.
Cool.
So we're ready for such case too.
But we stop using the legacy table, right?
Yes. Right now, Magento with MSI will use only MSI tables.
Okay, so well, if there are some custom product types and they are written into legacy table, there might be a problem because the table is not used anymore, if I understood correctly, or no?
They should. We handle the cases when we index some product data, and we also insert this data to the legacy tables too.
But do we read from the legacy tables? That's what I'm maybe not.
No.
So if you don't read, there is potential break and change, but probably we need to discuss it more. I do think that we need to do it. Like if so.
Yes, but if some custom product does not support multi-source inventory, it's not using the multi-source tables. So it's still using the legacy tables for write and for read as before.
Yeah, but if okay, so I'm talking about the scenario. I think that Slava asked first, where we are checking, where we have some clients that use a legacy table that we stopped writing to, right? So some extensions that were developed or customizations were developed in the period when we released MSI and the period when we stopped writing. Is there a scenario? Because I don't.
I would rephrase my question in the matter of if somebody with some custom product types started to use MSI and used functionality which is currently eliminated. So it's like a halfway from the legacy inventory to MSI.
We didn't eliminate any functionality, so both indexers are working as before. But right now, products that didn't support the MSI, they are still using the default tables. And right now, if product start using the MSI, it's compatible with MSI, so it will use the new tables, like created by the multi-source inventory functionality.
But if they wrote to the legacy tables, is there a scenario? Because I'm not sure if there is a scenario. I still think it should be okay, because at some point we have to migrate. But maybe I'm not sure if we understand each other correctly. If there was a product type that wrote to this legacy table, and now we stopped reading from this legacy table, and they still write to the table, and they expect that we would be that we would keep reading from that legacy table, or not? Or do you not foresee such scenario? Do not expect it.
We still have default stock, and yeah, if product assigned to default stock and cannot work with MSI, so it will work as before. So we didn't eliminate like part of the functionality.
Yeah, I understand. We're more talking about scenario when product supported MSI with these legacy tables. I think it's pretty low probability, but still possible, right? And if there is no way,
it's a little bit weird, but yeah, it's possible case, I believe.
okay, so we probably should document it at least, to have in breaking change notes. I still do think that we need to do it, or maybe if you have some ideas of what we can we do to fix it, and I wouldn't spend a lot of time on that. But if there is obvious solution, I think it's worth. At least it's worth describing it. If you can do some quick fix to solve it, let's do it. That would be, good for our merchants.
Okay.
Stas,
Okay,
but
thank you.
Stas, do you still have synchronization between legacy table and MSI table?
Yes.
So that's why if you have extension which work with legacy tables, there should work if should proceed work, because if I create some extension and work with legacy table, we still have synchronization between legacy and U1 table.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what I was asking. We still read from the legacy table and aggregate data to the new table, right? So we still read from that table, right? I mean, only during indexation.
It's reading. It's not during indexation. It's some kind of event. If generally, if you use legacy API.
Yeah, so there is still data. That was my question, and I think Slava's
Yes.
question. Either
Yes.
still aggregation, synchronization of data between legacy
Yes.
tables and new
Yes.
tables. And if there is synchronization, it means we still read from the legacy tables, and it means that whoever wrote to those legacy tables, their data will still be synchronized to the new tables. So from that perspective, we do not have problems. Cool, great.
Yes.
I'm very sorry, but I'm not sure about the beginning, but on each sync up we had some discussion which took very long time. So this time it was your time.
Okay, probably it was the last time when I created the PR on the contribution day.
I bring some rage into this demo. So I bring conflict.
I'm just kidding.
You,
Thank you for your question.
just revise
It's
the
really
pull
it's really a
request
good
and only,
point.
man, because he's.
You see, Stas, it's like every obvious pull request don't require long discussion and long description. But your pull request, as you said it yourself, changed nothing from what can be shown, but changed a lot inside. So it's like an invisible change. You see?
Yeah, I made a lot of changes, but the Magento should work the same way as before without any changes in functionality.
The factoring.
So
okay, cool.
Else?
Thank you.
So let's start final part.
I should improve performance. I already measure it.
Not yet. I just pushed the changes a few minutes ago.
It's interesting what differences we will see. Now, about numbers.
You can take a look, run a build, and take a look.
You expect good news or bad news?
I will.
Okay, Valery, I think this time you can proceed.
Yes. Sorry, for me, I am going to enable dark mode and have a couple hours of rest and having some food. I think it's a required condition for me because I want to visit Red Up.
Oh, are you kidding?
just a couple of hours. After that, I will back. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. I stop record.
By the way, I found that Andrei created another pull request. Then don't you want Andrei to present it as well? No? Okay.
Does anyone have a beer for the next couple of hours?
This is two partial pull requests and
No, Andrei.
I think issue is don't finished.
We don't have any questions to you since you already presented two of your contributions during this contribution day, so it was just like a kind of joke. Because you're like a machine, you Terminator. You said that you're going to go through all this. Everybody could be disconnected, but you're still here.